Hello, Internet. It's me, Fable. It's been a while. I wonder if you can hear that water in the background. You can, probably. If you turn it up, you definitely can. Unless the music that I'll be adding cuts it. Hi there. There's a horse. They're wanting to get to the grain that's over there. But that's not for them. That's for the horse that needs more foods. So they don't get any. Sorry. Bye. They're all just over there, really wanting to get to that grain and hay. But they can't. I'm not really that sorry, guys. And this right here is why I'm not sorry. You see that hose? Yeah, it's trying to eat the hose. Stop it, you. You gotta be nice to the hose. The hose gives you water, all right? They're upset that I keep telling them not to eat the hose. You can see it in their eyes. Go for it. Stop, you. Stop. What weirdos. Horses are just really big dogs. Always remember that. Adorable dogs, but really big with much stronger teeth and much stronger back legs. No, you still can't eat the hose. Stop. Anyways, I know it's been a bit. I don't know how long it actually has been, but I know it's been a bit. Had to deal with some life stuff. Got some, let's just say, interesting news. And actually had time for like a 3-day camping trip, which is like the third vacation I've ever taken in my life. God, I wish I could afford to take more vacations. It was nice, but life is still life and I had to deal with some stuff. And I needed to decide what I was going to do if I wanted to keep making videos or not, because of how life is currently going. Oh, it's... To say not the easiest thing for me to keep track of is an understatement. But I did have a thought. But before that, I want to give a quick shout out to, of course, as soon as I try to think of his name, it just vanishes. I'll be right back. I'm going to look that up because I want to get it right. Ryan Muns. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if that's how you actually pronounce it, because I forgot the name, so I forgot how to pronounce parts of it. But Ryan M-U-N-S, also known as Eyes on the Moon Studio, a wonderful and incredible composer who made this song, whatever you want to call it. The music that should be playing in the background of this video is by Eyes on the Moon Studio / Ryan Muns, and it is gorgeous. Anyways, carrying on, as they say, I will continue to make videos. It'll be reading things off of the subreddits, though, like Daggerheart-related subreddits. Similar to the people who read, like, Am I the Asshole, right, stories and stuff on Reddit and etc. Obviously, it'll be a little bit different because it'll be going over, a TTRPG, so that, sometimes it'll be a story someone has. Sometimes it'll be, feedback or critiques, constructive critiques on people's like homebrew things that they submit on there, and etc. And of course, I'll still be working on some of my own personal projects and maybe projects with other people. Time will tell as time goes on. Waiting to hear back from a couple of people about some things, but I'll wait to announce anything until it's actually official. And I'm told that I can. But for now, I'm here. I'm alive. A tale as old as time, a different day, but these horses are still trying to get both that hay and that grain. Such big dogs. And of course, if there's something specific people want to see, right, you can always ask, and I shall certainly at the very least consider it. But doing things like my thoughts on like Daggerheart in general and how to run the game and Daggerheart mechanics and such, I'm going to let other people do that, partially because it's just the time and energy it takes for me personally to do things like that is a lot more than I would like. And I'll be honest, while I certainly will have good ideas, there will be people who also have probably the same ideas, similar ideas, better ideas. Some people have worse ideas, but they will probably be much better at voicing those ideas and actually like saying them out loud on the internet in a much more eloquent way. Such as, for instance, as I found out the other day, Mike Underwood, I think is the last name, actually worked on a bit of Daggerheart and is doing Daggerheart streams and videos and things. And I was like, oh wow, that is huge. For those who don't know who Mike Underwood is, he's just a big designer from D&D and some other things as well. He's a really good game design person who I was surprised to, I'm not really that surprised to find out he worked on Daggerheart. I was just like, oh, it was similar to finding out they recruited Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford. An obvious move that's really good, but I was like, not what I was expecting. But yes, people like Mike Underwood, Bladebound Saga, The Pocket Dimension, etc. There's a lot of really good Daggerheart creators. If you just typed in Daggerheart on YouTube, I'm sure a bunch of channels that you can find will pop up, and they have a ton of videos that are worth watching. But yeah, that's the current plan moving forward. I'll be doing some stuff, reading off the Reddit stuff, fatigues. We're just gonna run with it. Fatigues. Such ADHD. Sometimes it's fun. Fatigues, stories, that kind of a thing. And what's the last thing I was gonna say? Oh right, yeah. Awesome music, Ryan Muns. If I'm getting that name correctly, I'm probably not. Check him out. Check out his stuff. Commission some music if you can. He has some really great skills. And for those that made it through the entire video, I thank you for your time. And remember, my friends, an adventure lies ahead, and I have no caps to have for this last part. Hello, horse. Don't eat the hose, please. As I'm rearranging the building I'm using as an office space and to get to them later. But remember to tip a cap to your server. See ya. Don't worry, it's me on a different day. In case that one wasn't obvious with the outfit change and the beard trim and the hair. Had to go to a work thing. But, right, distracted myself with ADHD. Classic. Anyways, I will try my best to tag Ryan Muns, Eyes Under the Moon Studio, underneath in the description of wherever this is going to be. I don't know if I can do it on every platform. All 2 platforms I currently post on. But we will find out when we get there. See y'all around.